Lego Star Wars 75399, the Rebel U-Wing Starfighter. The refresh of this one following the Andor season. Andor, Dedra, Meero, Tactical Agent, and K2SO or 0, whatever that might be. I think it's a no, isn't it? Yeah, probably all about the minifigures, I would say, given that it's kind of a shrunk down set. Couple of interesting parts you can see on the box art. Cassian's probably going to be the hero of that, along with Dedra, I would imagine. Printed cockpit, usually found on X-Wings, but other than that, fairly bog standard. White parts, not that common in Star Wars sets, so we'll see how this one shapes up as we part it out. Okay, parted out. Wasn't quite as bad as I thought it was going to be for some reason. Anyway, instructions, bog standard, sticker sheet, fairly tame, and I was missing one out of the 3. So first time that's ever happened to me. In terms of minifigures, there we've got just the ISB guard with a straightforward kind of face. We've got Dedra with the headpiece with the hair built in, and she's got 2 expressions, the kind of stoic one and an angry one. Cassian also with 2 expressions, slightly bemused, and the other one, I'm just trying to turn it around, bear with me, there he is slightly bemused. Bog standard. And K2, still one of the best minifig pieces. Love it. Anyway, that's those. In terms of parts, it's in 2 sections, so I'll start over here. Modified plate with a clip. We've got tile, those, whatever they are. A couple of light blue grey bricks, some grills, Technic bricks, circular plates with stud, modified brick, is it? Wedge, Technic pin, 2x2 dark blue greys, dark blue grey slopes, trans clear panels with just one side, light blue grey panels, 1x4, those ones, whole pile of curvy bricks, obviously for the engines at the back, 2x6 tiles, reddish brown 2x2, those kind of circular bricks, projectile launcher, bullets, whatever, black bricks, blue 4x4 plates, a panel in trans clear, and there is the cockpit, relatively in good shape as well for once, not too many scratches. So let's go through this then. Light blue grey kind of hinged plates, wedges, 4x4s, 2x6s in dark blue and white, dark blue grey 1x4 bricks, bracket, slope 4x2, slope long 2x4 plates. There's a few kind of hinge pieces, that's a shield, I think that is an accessory for one of the figures. 1x4 plate, inverted slope brick with clip on the end. 2x2, I think I saw them somewhere else, yep. It's hard to remember sometimes. That's all together, lovely. Hinge, tiles with studs, 1x4 dark blue tiles, more modified bricks, tiles with studs on the top, hinge plate, brackets in tan and light blue grey, and brackets in white. Inverted slopes, there's the other part of the hinge, some grills, brackets in black, brackets even in light blue grey, tiles triangular, slopes, some weaponry, studs, plates with studs as that, 2x8 in black, white and light blue grey, black plates, light blue grey 1x1 tiles, ingots in light blue grey, trans red studs, plates in white, in blue slopes, I think they're like 2x6 and 33 or something like that, isn't it? Some wedge plates there, and there, and there's a tile on the slope, curved slope on the loose in there. We'll come back to him. Those things, whatever they are. More slopes, projectile launchers, yellow tiles, dark blue tiles, blue corner plates, more brackets, inverted slopes, curved slope, whatever, with studs, yellow 1x4, white bog standard curved slopes, white tiles, Technic pin, wedge plate, hinge plate, ball end of it, light blue grey 1x4 plates, tiles even, those kind of inverted things. There's the slope that we need to add that one back into. Blue tiles, black and light blue grey hinges, those top ones, dark blue, reddish brown even, 1x3 plates, green circular tiles, dark blue tiles, those in red, trans clear tiles, 1x2, blue studs, some of those can't really remember what they're called, 2x4 in dark blue grey, 3x3 in white, tan circular studs, white 1x1 tiles, light blue grey wedges with the angle left and right, white tiles, plates, white, I think, are they 12s or 14s, whatever they are, some more wedge plates. I feel like we've seen them somewhere before, but never mind. Dark blue grey plate, I'm not sure what that's called, it's probably some kind of hinge or something. 1x8 in light blue grey, reddish brown slopes, reddish brown plate, red plate, dark blue grey quarter tile, curved circles, whatever they're called, blue and 1x2s Technic pins. There had been a bit of a trend of Technic pins being rarer in Star Wars sets, but this one rights the balance, doesn't it? Dark blue grey special gun, that one must be for Cassian. Dark blue grey plates with studs, plates in black, wedges in white, ingots in reddish brown, quarter tiles, half tiles even, with stud on the top, bright light yellow 1x1 tiles, blue 1x8 tiles. Ooh, are they 12s? White, more wedge plates, more plates in tan, hinge plates in light blue grey, 1x3s in white, 2x3s in white, 2x3 tile in white, wedge plates left and right, more tiles, 1x3s in light blue grey and blue, more hinges, there's a lot of hinges, or whatever they're called, 1x4s in dark blue grey, another one that feels like it was somewhere else, but anyway, bright light yellow 1x2 tiles, plates 1x2, slopes in bright light yellow, and 1x3 tiles in white, slopes white, more guns, ISB issue, plates 4x4 circular in black, they are just 4x4 circular bricks, Technic something or others, something L, don't know it off by heart, Technic bricks in black, dark blue grey circular 2x2s, engines, whatever they're really called, white 2x4s, the opposite side of those kind of hinged plates, Technic lift arm 1x5 thick one, 2x4 light blue grey yellow Technic bricks, light blue grey Technic bricks and yellow circular plates, blue cheese slopes, white, whatever they're called, white 2x1 bricks, panels in white there, corner tiles in light blue grey, 1x2 light blue grey plates, circular tiles 2x2 with a hole, trans light blue cones, white cheese slopes, white corner quarter tiles is that, white 2x1 or 1x2 slopes, curved slopes, 2x3 tiles in light blue grey, and finally dark blue grey connectors, I think they are, aren't they, which makes it all up. As you can see, it kind of comes in at 185 lots or something like that, 21 of which were new to the store, which ain't too bad at all. So let's jump on and have a look at the BSX file. So, Rebel U-Wing Starfighter RRP from Lego, $109.99. I think I say this every time at the moment, do not buy it for that price. What else is there out there? Plenty. Big W at 89, so that is $20 cheaper. Kmart the same. eBay looking like it could have some deals, but generally you can get it cheaper anywhere. Anywhere other than Lego Direct. Over on eBay, bargains to be had. $72 free shipping there, $60 there, but with $11.60, so that takes it to $71.60. So a smidge. 79, 71, 71. Yeah, decent, more realistic prices to be had over on eBay, especially when people are paying extortionate fees. And the minifigures, high value over on eBay as well. One to watch out for. So, speaking of which, sitting over on Bricklink, there are a few for sale, all of them cheaper than Lego. Will come as no surprise. $75 is the cheapest, as usual, coming in from MCTDM. They've always got new sets at good prices. They must get a good deal from somewhere. 4 minifigures. Let's just quickly see how they're shaping up. Cassian averaging 1770. Dedra averaging 22.24. ISB Tactical Agent averaging 22. And K2SO is averaging 24. So good prices to be had all around. And as you can tell, if you just use the minifigures, it's pretty much paying for a near on the price of the set from other places. In terms of what Bricklink's data is giving us in terms of last 6 months average, 189.78. So if you're buying it at more like the $90 mark, you're getting 2 times part out. The current items for sale, that's sitting at 209.03, so slightly up, which you would expect. Okay, let's take a look at the BSX file. So we've got 185 lots, 602 items, as we went through and as you saw. So let's take a look at that at the 6 months average to start at. See how that reflects where we were. Let's just jump back there. 189.78, 187.64. So more people parting this out, no doubt, bringing that pricing down. And as you can see, the averages for the minifigures pretty much doing good business all by themselves. So let's stack this up in terms of most expensive to least expensive. And K2SO and Tactical Agent and Dedra, all the big headliners there, totaling probably $64 all by themselves. Add in a Cassian and you're up to the 80 mark, so you bang on kind of those eBay prices. The cockpit, as I've said during the walkthrough, that is coming from the X-Wing, so probably decent value out there, sitting at $449. The sticker sheet, although there wasn't anything particularly remarkable about that sticker sheet, I felt still coming in at $123, as is the 2x14 plate. And then the next big items are that wedge, that new brick in blue, and the other side of that wedge. They're all the $1 plus parts, and then we kind of drop quite quickly from that white round brick 4x4 at 97.5. The dark blue blaster, the instructions holding its own. A couple of wedge plates, one side at 80, one side at 64. Always confuses me that. 4x10 black plate at 61, and the Technic driving ring extension at 60, and then we start tumbling away. Hairpiece, wedge plates, under the 50 cents is the tile. No idea why those blasters are always so much money. And then, yeah, it kind of drives down fairly rapidly. What was bottom of the shop, Technic pin, as you'd expect. Trans red plate round, and the plate round blue all the way down at the bottom. The bright light yellow parts, not great for the 1x1. Where's the 1x2? 12.5 cents. So yeah, interesting. The wedge is at 27.5, so that's interesting too. But generally, Not great quantities of things, and certainly not great value in those things. So Technic pins, the slope 25, 2x1 with cutout, the round brick, the tile corner, and the brick round in dark blue grey are the items with some quantity, but obviously if you're doing 10 or more, you'd certainly start racking it up through. Probably this section of things would make it good quantities, 60 plus type items. Okay, let's take a look at the set as the current inventory average. No great shocks there, in that the ISP agent kind of switches around. No, let me get that stacked correctly. Here we go. No great changes in the top four. They all just adjust their pricing slightly, as does the canopy, the plate, the instructions, the brick, this blue sloped curve, and that round brick jump up a little bit. Those wedges do 2 above the $1 mark, but other than that, very similar pattern as we fall away. Let's just take a look at whether or not any of the minifigures are worth parting out. K2SO is 24.10 at current inventory average. Let's see what happens if we part him out. 24.10 goes to 18.225, so he goes down in value when broken up. Where are we going? There we are. ISB agent is 23.7. If we part him out, we get 25.09, so a slight increase on him. Dedra goes from 22.05 to 28.06, so a decent bump up there. The headpiece and the hair piece with the hat on it, obviously pretty cool piece as well, so that's good. And Cassian is 17.24 as a figure, and if we part him out, he changes to 18.32, so you lose money on Cassian by parting him out as well. Okay, so what are we looking at kind of part out value wise? Now, you're not buying it for 109. Let's say you got it for 89.99 here in Australia. That would give you a 89, sorry, 99. That's what we need. Why is that defaulting? There we go. At $89, let's say it's 2 times part out value, which is pretty good. The return on investment in that in the first 6 months is more than the set is worth, so that also makes it quite decent in that regard. And the return on investment multiplier is 1.29, making that a decent set to have as well. Let's have a look at the inventory itself here on BL Metrics, and if you are interested in jumping into BL Metrics, there is a 2-week free trial at the moment, and my own discount code is on screen now, which will give you 25% off your first month, and if you don't do it after that, you don't, but give it a whirl. Sell-through rate, the highlights of that, shall we say, are those volume items, to be honest, isn't it? The black pins at a 20% sell-through rate, the white curved bricks, the white slope 45 2x1 with a cutout, the tile, the round brick, the blue plate, the grill, the white sloped curve. They're all pretty good. Let's just stack that up so we can see the top sell-through rates on this. There we go. 67% for the tiles, that's decent. 56% on the 1x4 bricks, the black tiles, having just sold 600 of them, I can vouch for that. The white curves, panel, tile, 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 all above 50% sell-through rate, which is awesome for a set, and it's good quality parts that would be going into your store. Sell-through rates on the minifigures probably going to be low because, there you go. Tactical Agent at 57, Dedra at 54, K2 SO just below the 50 mark. Pretty decent, giving us an average of 48% through the 4 of them, which is, again, fairly decent. So there you go. That's what it's looking like in BL metrics. So, one of those sets that's very much weighted to the minifigures, those in themselves can bring you the value of the set that you're buying, which means the parts are pretty much driving profit, which is great. Not great volumes in everything, but certainly a good range. 185 lots is a good boost to most stores, and certainly a good quality Star Warsy parts selling through with a bit of yellow and a bit of blue thrown in, making this one a decent set, I think, to part out if you're looking to grow inventory and add some good value minifigures.